That's cool, baby. Eh. I've been grinding, I've been working for you, baby. Eh.
Along the video, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, tell a friend, tell another friend, and we're on the road to 300 subs now. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone for getting me to 200 subscribers. I'm so happy. Like, honestly, I'm very grateful to everyone who has subscribed to me, and I hope to keep bringing out content that you guys love and you guys enjoy. So yeah, share the channel, share it please guys, and let's get into the video. My first ever mukbang. Oof, sorry guys, you know when you get braids and it's just itchy. So yeah guys, it's my first ever mukbang and I want to do a serious talk. So I'm going to call this Let's Talk, and we're going to be talking about what's going on in the world right now and everything that's happening. Of course, you guys already know I'm Nigerian, so you know I had to bring out the Nigerian dishes. So I got panda jam here, eforiro here, and a nice chilled can of 7-Up. To be fair, I don't really like 7-Up, but this is the drink the shop gave me. So yeah, we're going to get into a little chit chat about what's going on. Because obviously you already know that this platform, I said from the very beginning, is used to motivate, spread awareness and encourage as well as entertain. So I do want to speak on these real issues because these are things that are seriously going on in society, and it will be stupid for me to be having a platform, creating a small platform for myself and not using my voice for any good. So let me just open this up, and then guys, I wish I could show you the food the way proper mukbangers do it, but I'm still learning. Eventually I'll just do everything right and you guys wouldn't have to suffer whilst watching me. Oh, I hope you guys can see that steam. Oof, baby, I'm about to enjoy. Let me just taste it first and then we'll get into the video. My God is a good God. Yes, he is. Woo! This one is sweet. It's actually nice, man. Anyway, now let's get into it. The first thing I want to talk about, which is something very, very close to my heart, is the whole end SARS movement. You know, it's all about police brutality. And if you guys aren't aware, basically, in summary, this is not the full details. You guys need to go research yourself and get educated yourselves on it. But basically what's happening in Nigeria is that we've got a corrupt government system. Typically the police that stop people and try and take money from them, and sometimes even after money's been given, they would kill them or injure them or just hurt them. Like, it's basically a lot of innocent lives being harmed. So yesterday, which was the 20th of October 2020, don't imagine what happened. And basically what happened was there was a mass shooting targeted to a lot of innocent, unarmed protesters who were just singing the national anthem, using their voice to cry for help, basically. And that caused for a mass shooting to happen. This to me is so sad. It's so sad because these are people that we trust our life into, and these are people that we look to for our support, our safety, like our care, and then the ones injuring us. Like, it's so sad how humans just fail to have compassion. Like, the same way you feel pain, do you not feel like other people would feel it? And that's what I can't wrap my head around, the lack of compassion, the lack of just a conscience. I just don't really have a conscience, to be honest, and it's so disgusting. Don't get me wrong, Nigeria is a beautiful country. I love that I'm from there. I couldn't be from anywhere else but Nigeria. Don't get it twisted, but things do happen that are very corrupt. A lot of African countries are quite corrupt in that sense. They're very fed on greed. The government is very greedy, and that's very keen in Nigeria. Like, the government are very, very greedy. And because of that, it's caused a lot of issues and a lot of things to be overlooked, a lot of lives to be endangered. And honestly, that it makes my heart hurt. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, it actually breaks my heart to see, because it's not even race against race. This is brothers against brothers, as in we share the same nationality. We've gone through similar struggles for you to do this to these other people. And it's just like, how could you do that? Did you know that Nigeria makes 700 billion in 12 days, but yet there's so many people living below the poverty line? It doesn't make sense why that's happening. And that's why, although although it's a good thing that a lot of you give money to charities in like Africa and stuff like that, sometimes that's not the wisest thing to do. You need to think of other ways to do it. It's still a good thing because it is helping, but the majority of money you're giving is going to the government. A lot of the money is not being shown for. There's no evidence of it. There's still people, lives that have not been helped. And that's why we have to be so careful. Us helping isn't really helping. And that's why we need to educate ourselves on other things and other ways to help. The saddest thing is that people went out to protest because after showing it through the media, we encouraged them to protest and make a stance, stand up. We encouraged them, the Western world encouraged them to protest so much, but we weren't willing to stand up ourselves. You didn't see people flying over to Nigeria, a lot of celebrities that are Nigerian and claim that, oh, Nigeria is the greatest, they're so proud of their country. You didn't stand up, you just told people what to do, go protest. And as a result, a lot of these young people were harmed. A lot of celebrities were silent. They didn't help in the protest. They weren't there. Why are you guys not out there with more of a voice? This is the time for celebrities, every key organization in society, basically, to stand up, because those are the ones that are going to listen, that the government are going to listen to, because those are the ones that have an actual impact on the government. They're the only ones that, they're the ones that really fund the government, really work hand in hand with the government. The government need them, and you need the government. So those are the people that really need to stand up and make this change. It's not fair for, after people have died, for you to now say, oh, you want to send care packages, or you want to, like, it's not enough, because it's all selfish gain in this world. It's all selfishness. We all care about our own lives, our own safety. Like, I know now a lot of people aren't going to stand up. I think personally, protesting in our generation, there's no point doing it. There's no point doing a protest, because a protest is just, in all fairness, it just endangers a lot of people in one area. That's just my personal opinion. I don't mean to spark up anything controversial. We are so blessed and so fortunate to have the media. That is the loudest voice that society's ever had. Is the loudest, and it's the most amplified, and it's so globalized. Like, we should be using our media, our platforms, to speak up and make a change. The government by force have to listen to the media, because the media is the people. And celebrities and stuff like that have this platform, but they speak when it's too late. When it's too late. Like, you speak, you hear all the signs, you hear all the warnings, you keep quiet until you hear lives are over. And the only reason a lot of you guys speak is because you're scared of what your fan base will do if you guys don't speak. You're scared to lose your fan base. It's not because you genuinely feel like you need to help. Because I know you went to bed sleeping fine. I know you weren't bothered the next morning. It wasn't even you that tweeted it. I bet you it was your assistants that tweeted it. It wasn't even you guys. So I think we have to do better as a whole. As a race, we have to do better. Like, corruption's been alive for a long time. And it's something that it's only taken now for everybody to really see how corrupt it can be. But it's the start of the change. It's so sad that for order for us to want to help the world finally, it took people having to lose their lives. That's what's so sad, because if we acted fast enough when change was required in the beginning, people wouldn't have had to lose their lives like this, and not in the most cold-blooded way, like not in the most heartless way. Like, and we can only be thankful for the heroes, for the young people that stepped out to speak up, because we can only be grateful. They used their life trying to make a change. And fam, I don't even know where I got food, because whenever I speak about this, I actually feel sick to my stomach, like I can't even eat. The worst thing about it is that with what happened yesterday, the government and the army, and they weren't even willing to negotiate. Like, they weren't even willing to say, oh guys, all right, everyone clear. No, you guys actually came in with the agenda to kill. Like, you guys came in to kill. Like, you didn't even give them a chance to, you didn't say, all right, guys, we've heard you, go homes now, otherwise this. No, you just came, you blocked all exits, and you literally said, you guys, your life is in the palm of our hands at this moment in time. That's literally what you said. It's crazy. But the thing is, we're wrong to think it's just even Nigeria. Africa as a whole is crying. Africa as a whole. Have you heard what's been happening in Congo, Libya? Like, so many countries in Africa are crying for help. Like, they're crying. These third world countries need your help. They need your support. And they need the world to show them that they're wrong in order for them to stop. We need to put our foot down. We need to put our foot down. Buhari needs to go, mate. Like, he needs to go, because that is someone that is sick. Sick. I'm sorry, that is sick. You can't be a leader and let this happen under your care. Like, that is crazy. That is crazy. This will definitely go down in history as one of the biggest moments for mankind, because this is crazy. And I don't know how it will be forgotten for the Nigerians. Like, how can they trust their government again? And you need to trust your government. The government runs a country. How can they trust them again? Imagine, do you know how crazy it is to see the blood of your civilians on your flag? Do you know how mad that is? Everyone's flag that makes them unique, that they identify with, that they're meant to, that they're proud of, they shout from ceiling to ceiling, that their community is that country. That blood, their blood is on the flag. Back then, in the olden days, during wars, it would be the blood of the other country or something like that, or the blood of the other opponent that would be shown on the flag to show like they're victorious. Not their own blood. Not their own blood. It's crazy. It's really heartbreaking to see. It's really heartbreaking to see. And to think that we all have loved ones in Nigeria that could easily fall victim to this. It's sad. 2020 as a whole, it has been a big eye-opener for everyone. To know that the world is not as easy and not as peaceful as we thought it is. Because we don't hear stuff anymore, we assume things are better. They're not better, they're just better hidden. They're better hidden. For instance, look at this situation now. BBC News put on the news that this happened because they violated curfew hours. Imagine if the media didn't show us what the truth was. That's what we'll go for. Oh, Nigeria, they go against curfew hours. They don't obey the law. Oh, they got what was coming to them. They don't know how to listen. They're the reason Corona's spreading. That's the lies you guys would have filled yourself with. Because that's what the media told you. And the same thing is with the media. I can't even blame them, because that's what the government is. That's what the Nigerian government is telling them. Those are the lies that they're being fed with. But do you see how things are better hidden? Key example, they took away all the cameras. So what evidence would they have? We thank God for Insta Lives. We thank God for technology. We thank God that the world has advanced so much. And I know God did it for a reason, for situations like this. Because how else would we have known the truth? How? And that's sickening. And I'm sorry, but my personal opinion is that you can't be a good person and be silent on these situations. You can't. To see other people suffer and say nothing when you could. I'm so thankful that we can use the media ourselves. Like, media is the only place you can have a voice without you really getting like stoned or nothing. You're allowed to actually make a media what you want it to be, and that's what we're grateful for. So how can I not use a free voice I've been given to speak on real issues? How can I be silenced? You being silenced is literally you saying you don't want to live a life that can make a change. You don't want to live a life that has any impact. You don't want to live a life that will help. You're literally living for yourself. That's literally what you've said to us if you're being silent. And not just about SARS. You're being silent about anything in this life. What else is happening in Africa? Black Lives Matter. Other issues. Third world wars. Anything. Famines. Anything in this world that you guys know about and you're silent on. You have to look at yourself as a person. You have to. It's better if you don't know, but you know. And you just said, I don't care. So when your time comes, God forbid, how would you feel if someone just told you to their face that they don't care? How would you feel? It's not nice. It's a heartless thing to do. And it questions your morals and what makes you better. At the end of the day, before God, there's not one person better than another. You're all the same. A bad person is just a bad person. We're the generation to make the change. We are. We're the ones that can make the real difference for the next generations to come. It starts with us. Our voice is the one that is being heard now. Like, we need to get ourselves in all these high occupations, all these high positions, and speak and make a change, make the society great. Not make it great again, because that phrase annoys me, because it makes you feel like it must have been great before. No, it was just as corrupt before in just different manners. But we need to finally make it great. We need to finally be unified. We need to finally stop hate. Like, man's heart's desires are scary. They're scary. What goes on in their minds and what they can come up with is scary. But if we stand together and create a moral ground that doesn't allow people to act out those desires, makes a safer place for all of us. Right now, no one's safe. Even doctors are becoming lazy with their jobs. I've known people that have got clear illnesses and the doctors are excusing it off as small things. They don't even care to try no more. Like, life is actually not important anymore to people, and I don't get why. Like, when did we actually become like this? Like, why don't we care so much? Like, I don't understand how life became so like heartless. And the funny thing is, I know a lot of people at this moment are going to be so quick to blame it on God, because that's what everyone does. Blame it on God, because it's easier to blame it on the thing you can't see than the things you can see, because you don't want to own up to the fact that it's them. That's why it's easier for a lot of people to blame God. But that's a coward way out. Because how could you blame God for this? And in the day, God gave us free will. This is what people have decided to do with their free will. This isn't God. This is their free will. And God's not a God that should lie, and not a God that should go back on his word. So he's not gonna take away free will. That's not how he works. That's not how he works. We have free will, the choice to do good, the choice to do bad. We have that choice. In the Bible, it says in Romans 1:28-32, because those people refuse to keep in mind the true knowledge about God, he has given them over to corrupted minds, so that they can do the things that they should not do. They are filled with all kinds of wickedness, evil, greed, and vice. They are filled with jealousy, murder, fighting, deceit, and malice. They gossip and speak evil of one another. They are hateful to God, insolent, proud, and boastful. They think of more ways to do evil. They disobey their parents. They have no conscience. They do not keep their promises, and they show no kindness or pity for others. They know that God's law says that people who live in this way deserve death. Yet, not only do they continue to do these very things, but they even approve of others who do them. That's saying to us basically that the reason why these things happen is because they ignore everything God says to do good and to love and to look after your brother. They ignore everything God says and do these things anyway, even though they know it means death for them. So even these corrupt people, they're not stupid. They know where they're going, and it's not for me to say it. They know where they're going after death. It's not for me to say. But they still do it anyway. Because they'll rather do these evil desires. The Bible literally says the wicked do not sleep until they've done wicked things. They cannot sleep. They prefer to do these things over their own lives. They know the consequences that's coming after. They know by hurting people, the bloods are on their hands, and God's gonna be sad, and it hurts God to see that, but they still do it. And God gave them to their wicked ways, to their wicked desires, because they weren't stopping anyway. So he let them do it. God's not a God that will take over your decision. If that was the case, Adam and Eve would have never been in the garden and would have never eaten the apple. We got free will because God is a fair God. He wants to be chosen. He's a jealous God. He wants to be chosen. And if he wants to be chosen, how can he be chosen if we don't even have free will? We have free will. What can he judge us based on? So these people do it themselves. And they know the consequences. And you heard here, the heart of man is so desperately wicked that we're jealous, we're deceitful, we're boastful, we're evil, we're murderous, we're many things. And that's what we can see today. That's why we see all this wickedness happening. Because it's in people's hearts. It's in it. But the difference is you as a person have to make the decision not to do those kind of things. You have to make the decision to do better. Be better. Like, sorry guys. So the change has to start with us. Your voice is never too small. There's no such thing as a voice that's too small. Every voice counts. I'm sure every time you speak about it, you've educated at least one person without realizing. To speak up. Use your voice. The world is ours. We have to live here. So why not make it a better place? Our kids will grow up in this world. Like, our future is still going to be in this world. And you have to ask yourself, do you not want to be part of a potential good future for yourself? Do you not want to be part of a change? Do you not want to? Do you not want to leave this world knowing that you did something? You was more than what was expected of you. You did something. One life was helped because of you. One life was changed because of you. One hope was given because of you. I think you just need to ask yourself that. I know I didn't really get to eat. Sorry guys, I'm a rubbish mukbanger. Honestly guys, if there's anything I can tell you or really want you to take from this video, is life is not guaranteed. Each morning is not guaranteed. Each evening is not guaranteed. Each afternoon, the next hour is not guaranteed. So be thankful to God every moment you get, every moment you receive. Be thankful. You need to constantly renew your mind every single day. Be right standing with him. Because at the end of the day, we've learned now, you've seen, the media has shown us, the world has shown us, antics have shown us, man cannot be trusted. Even the one that we trust the most cannot be trusted. They can't. So the only person you can trust is God. That's the only person. Otherwise, you're living a life full of no hope. You're living a lifeless life. Because what do you look forward to? What do you have certainty in? Nothing. Because the world doesn't offer any certainty. So, love, laugh, have faith, do good, give time to God, and the rest will be in his hands. God will vindicate his people. God hears their cries, and God will make a way, and God will fill these people and help these people and be everything that these people need him to be in these next couple months, these next couple years, for the rest of their life. God hears it. And God will come through, but we need to also do our part. We have to do our part on earth and help. And in the day, we never know when it's someone's time or not someone's time, so we can't speak on that. But just know that God is a fair God. He's a fair God. And these people have what's coming to them. It's not for us to say. It's not for us to curse them. It's not for us to do any of that. God sees. God knows your heart cry. God feels your pain right now. So guys, end SARS, end police brutality, end pain in Africa, end pain in the world, end war, end hate. And guys, be the start of something great. Work hard so you guys can be that great thing. You guys can be that better government. You guys can be that better person. My love and my prayers go out to everybody that's suffering right now, that's hurting, that's weeping, that's crying. Honestly, I feel you. I feel you guys' pain. I do. And it's only I know it's not even all of it, it's just a fraction of it. But you guys are in my prayers, and thank you for what you've done so far. You've been so much of a blessing to the world, to the whole African nation, to the whole Nigerian nation. You've been a blessing, each one of you that have stepped out and stood and fought. And may God never cause your voice to be silent. But yeah, guys, look how much I barely got through my food. But I'll see you in my next video. And yeah, peace.